Hello. Hello. Just in from Berlin. Skate and Destroy shop owner taking a few beautiful pictures, or perhaps he's filming, I don't know. Nice to see you. Yeah. Schwarz. You swore. You Swartz. You Swats. You rot. Welcome back here, the Harbor Girls in Schwarz und Rot. We got number 8, Alex Attack, number 030, Jane Van Payne, 37, Badass Me, 94, Splat Annie, 19, Trixie Aus, number 526, Keith Caputo, 711, Holly Hellraiser, 3, Looping Louise, 1313, Spooky Spiky, 101, Ostblocker, 22, Lotta Loveless, 234, Knocker Rose, 93, Bad El Cat, and 420, Noisy Legrand, and on the bench, Jeanne d'Arc.
And Munich will be playing in blue. Of course, that is number 17, Hannah Bang, number 69, Bloodfest at Tiffany's, number 11, Annihilate, 22, Green Pepper, AC12, Sailor Debbie, 1508, Pussy Riot, H8, Betty Bizarre, number 13, Scary Madahari, 2808, Scarolina, number 36, Fraulein Zunder, number 96, Hooligan, number 101, Katya Catapult, number 77, Muay Thai Koi, number 44, Identity Crisis, and number 25 is Ice Cream, who is their bench, and Johan Solo is the lineup manager, or Munich playing in blue or blau, if you want to learn some German words.
And we got Muay Thai Koi.
Muay Thai Koi.
Muay Thai Koi for the Munich.
And of course,
yeah, Lotta Loveless.
Hamburg there with a fast 5-point lead on the board. Obviously, that's the first jam of the game, straight into the second one. And Muay Thai Koi up against Alex Attack.
Alex Attack with those sequin hot pants. I did not believe she was wearing those yesterday. Maybe she's got some fashion sense bouted into her by our own
Boss,
yeah, Hugo the boss.
Hugo Boss has been watching online and obviously sort of messaging the players today with a few little tips.
Well, she's probably getting sponsored or something, don't you think? I mean, look at those pants.
Having broken through the front of that pack as well. Now initial pass complete, Muay Thai Koi on her way around. In fact, not going to get an opportunity to score though, as that jam has been called by number 8, Alex Attack, for the Hamburg Girls. Hamburg with the 9 points on the board currently. Munich or München on 0 points at the moment.
And also worth mentioning is that two pretty big impact players on each team are scratches today. And the original Pirate, one of the jammers for the Harbor Girls, is not skating. And on Munich, Baby Kicks is not skating. They took a couple of major hits, and you know,
or perhaps they're being rested.
Rested, yeah, exactly.
Later game.
Exactly.
Lead jammer meanwhile being picked up by Hamburg's Jane Van Payne. Meanwhile, on her way round the box as well, we see Munich losing a player in the form of Sailor Debbie, AC12.
Sailor Debbie going up against the Harbor Girls. Ahoy. Identity crisis for Munich. A lot of loveless for Harbor Girls. Don't know what happened to the Hamburg fans. They have not been. Well, I think they're getting their, looking for their voice here. And, they're waving flags. Yeah. They were very vocal yesterday.
Jammer being picked up now by a lot of lovers for Hamburg. Number 22. And coming into a collision at the rear of the pack, down momentarily, back on her feet. They're doing a good job of working her way through that defense for a full 5-point Grand Slam pickup there.
And identity crisis. The jammer has taken a seat.
Yeah, the shorts that her jam referee is wearing, a little bit short for my taste there, a little bit short shorts, but personally I think we should see at least down to knee length on a man.
On a man? Seriously?
Okay, so and now we're seeing a breaking up of that wall by Hamburg, or an attempted breakup. Hamburg's jammer, a lot of Lovelace able to push on through.
I'm going over the wall, I'm going over the wall, I'm going over the Munich wall. Holidays in the sun.
Very nice move there as well. Spooky, spiky, just sort of kind of maneuvering that Hamburg, that Munich defense just slightly over to the inside, allowing a nice clean path through. A lot of Lovelace there with a combination of stealth and then sheer fortitude, busting away through that defense, that Munich or München, as I leave for
exactly, and a beautiful diversionary hit there to allow a lot of Lovelace to pick up some extra points. All right, and our in-house announcer calling out the Hamburg fans and the Munich fans.
Okay, and with a
Jane Van Payne,
short-lived power jam, identity crisis in the box for Munich on her feet, so short amount of time to serve. Identity crisis back into the track. Meanwhile, Jane Van Payne hitting that pack, just forced momentarily to the outside, back into the action, but getting taken out by a hip check there, courtesy of the Munich defense. Initial pass complete for identity crisis, but will not get an opportunity to score as a call-off, and a 4-point pickup is delivered by the Hamburg jammer, Jane Van Payne.
And Munich not yet on the board. Of course, they are on the scoreboard, but they are yet to score a single point.
Yeah, Hamburg certainly dominating these first few jams here.
Fräulein Zunder is about to jam here for.
Actually, I'm gonna use the term dominating, as in like Dam and Heron, being dominating. So lady domination there.
It is.
42 points on the scoreboard to Hamburg, 0 points for Munich, unfortunately.
Yeah, they're putting on a clinic in dominating, lady dominating. But looky here. Fräulein Zunder.
Okay.
Lead jammer.
No, unfortunately being forced into a call-off there by Lotta Lovelace. No Zunderbar demonstration on track of point scoring, unfortunately for Munich then. 42 points still on the scoreboard of Hamburg, and 0 points is still for Munich. Munich yet to make their mark on this game.
Did you just invent a German word? Zunderbar?
Zunderbar.
Yeah.
I invent German words time when
Fräulein Zunderbar.
When Fräulein Zunder picks up points, it's a Zunderbar.
Zunderbar. We shall see. It's head a bang for Munich.
We see Alex Attack lead jammer for Hamburg, and a multiplayer block, unfortunately being picked up by number 12, Sola Debbie, finding herself once again in the penalty box for Munich. Munich's jammer, though, able to step through some of the carnage there and complete that initial pass. Splat Annie being sent to the box there, but having to get back onto the track as a full penalty box currently blocker-wise for the Harbor Girls.
No points for Munich as of yet, but they are enjoying a numerical superiority. As Harbor Girls have 2 skaters in the box, Munich 1. Muay Thai Koi there.
Very physical jamming there from Muay Thai Koi, and still, but a big takedown as well there from Splat Annie.
Jane Van Payne strutting her stuff for Hamburg. And Muay Thai Koi with that quietly, unusual skating stance.
And
not being able to pick up
for Hamburg there.
It's 50-0 in favor of Hamburg. Spitfire Schatzi, is a Canadian ref traveling with the Roller Girls of the Apocalypse in our sight lines. Achtung, Spitfire.
So Splat Annie with a hip check there, forcing the jammer to the inside for Munich. Munich's jammer streaking forward though. Not lead jammer, she is clear of the pack, but not lead jammer. Lead jammer does belong to Hamburg Harbor Girls, Lotta Lovelace. And Splat Annie leaving the track now. Looks like she's going to serve that penalty now that her space has become available.
54 on the board for Hamburg. Still a goose egg, or Easter egg, for Munich. I think that's where they invented Easter eggs. Have you ever had one of those like cardboard, fantastically decorated Easter eggs?
Cardboard egg?
The cardboard egg, yeah. You've never had that?
We have chocolate eggs, but not a cardboard egg.
Cardboard eggs filled with like goodies that the Easter bunny brings. I think that's a German invention. Here we go.
Very nice work sprinting through there. Lead jammer being collected by Munich's Identity Crisis.
Identity Crisis, but let's see here. She's got an opportunity to pick up the first points here. Oh, hurls herself to the inside.
See?
No.
0 points. Unfortunately, Munich denied their points being picked up though by Harbor Girls. Hamburg 56, Munich 0 points.
19 minutes left in the first half. It's Sailor Debbie going up against the Harbor Girls. And Ostblocker, that means in German, the Eastern Bloc. The Eastern Bloc. Ostblocker.
Okay, so up next on the jam line, we find number 36 for Munich. That is Fraulein Zunder, and she is up against number 8, Alex Attack, for the Hamburg Harbor Girls, playing in red and black today. Munich, of course, playing in blue.
Panties flying, and that glittery, well, what can I say?
Posterior.
Posterior, yeah. Oh, look at this. Sailor Fraulein Zunder. Zunderbar.
Will we see a Zunderbar? We wait to see, will Fraulein Zunder pick up some points now on the board?
It's your call.
We will see it.
Call. You keep your eyes on her. Keep your eyes on her now.
Fast.
Come on now. Come on now.
And she's calling it towards the front of that pack there. Watch the hand of the jam referee.
No.
Yeah, 4 points. Ooh, Zunderbar.
Zunderbar.
Yeah. Munich
Zunderbar.
now haven't the rains have come. The drought is over. 4 points on the board for Munich.
Head a bang. Head a bang for Munich.
Trailing 52 points behind Hamburg.
Head a bang, head a bang, head a bang, head a bang. Lead jammer for Munich. Spurred on by those first 4 points, courtesy of Fräulein Zunderbar.
Coming up against that defense as well. Shut down a little bit, forced the inside. Calling off those points. Just 3 additional points being picked up now. 3 points as well. Equal for Harbor Girls. But at least Munich are now heading in the right direction. 7 points on the board to Hamburg's 59. But still a 52-point advantage to Hamburg. But obviously remember, we are in the first half of this game and we've only had 14 minutes of play. So sort of we still have enough time for Munich to make a comeback. This game is over by no means whatsoever.
And for Munich, their only way is up. Like the song, you know?
Yeah, maybe a slightly outdated reference there. You might want to try listening to some more modern music.
Well, I don't know. I'm stuck in the past.
Well, we will take this opportunity to teach you about all kinds of new music as well, whilst on air as well. And by the end of this weekend, you will be familiar with trap, with glitch, with witch house, with obviously sort of with Moonbaton. Are these words meaning anything to you?
You're speaking like it's all Greek to me, or it's all German to me. Okay, I'll name drop a few bands that I like. Girls' names from Northern Ireland. The Lower Dens from Baltimore. These are like modern bands.
These are modern bands.
There we go. Stomping up a storm. Fans to our left, that's the Munich drinking team.
Performing Die Stompen.
Stompen.
Die Stompen, the traditional Munich stomp.
So in one weekend, you've learned 5 German phrases.
I've made a few up, to be fair. I'm pretty sure Die Stompen doesn't actually exist in the German vocabulary, but why don't I stop you? Make your own words up.
Well, Public Image Limited had a hit song called Vorderstomp from their first album.
And being forced outside there, courtesy of a check from Lola Lovelace. Lola Lovelace with a call off as well there, aware of the presence of Muay Thai Koi, the Munich jammer, so playing it safe. And obviously, we are all enjoying the show here inside the Stuttgart arena, but we can see a window.
A window of opportunity.
There, and
look at that.
3 people are getting a free show.
Freeloaders.
At the window up there, despite it being not the best of weather outside. So.
Let's give them a wave here. They're watching this, having a cigarette, probably a beer. Trying to get a good look. Come on, come and zoom it.
It may say not Ausgang above the door, meaning not exit, but we think yes, they are an Ausgang for hanging outside and not paying. They should come and hand their euros over and take part in the spectacular event that we are witnessing here, these German roller derby championships.
Oh yeah, I mean there's some great bouts coming up.
And this is just the beginning of day 2.
Yeah.
Day 2.
Tag 2.
Tag 2.
Tag is day and zwei means, well, you know, you can count. You can do the math.
Okay, lead jammer and a call off there for the Harbor Girls. Number 8, that is of course Alex Attack. And Alex Attack giving a smile there to the commentary booth as well before taking a seat back on the team bench, and a well-earned breather. Meanwhile, up on track number 37 will be jamming, and that is Badass Me for the Harbor Girls.
And a head-up bang for Munich.
So this looks like the first time we've seen Badass Me jamming for the Harbor Girls in this game.
Badass
very
Me.
Nice demonstration of a sprinting post-up run there.
Come on, I dare you. Badass Me. I dare you. I dare you. Lead jammer. But head-up bang has also escaped.
Head a bang with that initial pass complete. Badass Me already on the scoring pass with a 4-point pickup, and watches behind with the call off, forcing that call off there. Unfortunately, head a bang unable to pick up any points for Munich. So Munich still on that 7-point mark. Currently Hamburg now 76 on the scoreboard.
And for Munich, to jam, number 12, or AC12, Sailor Debbie. Let's see if she is welcome in the port of Hamburg. Apparently not. She's at the back, pushed out of bounds, has to get up, enter the pack from the rear. And Hamburg, Jane Van Payne takes lead.
Sprinting though, just managing to stay on her feet. Obviously, initial pass complete there for Sailor Debbie from Munich.
We are sailing. We are sailing.
And with a call off as well, 4-point pickup for Hamburg, 0 points for Munich. Once again being denied.
One of my favorite players in the Munich Rolling Rebels has to be Annihilate. I mean, they deployed her as like the secret kind of weapon there in the last bout that we watched, and she primarily a pivot, but also does some jamming action, and I'm looking forward to seeing her first, her debut in this bout.
And sprinting at the front there.
Nice.
Munich with the lead jammer, but very, very
Fraulein
close.
Zunder.
Yeah, so forcing that call off there. Munich have been denied another point scoring opportunity there by the sheer speed of Hamburg's jammers.
Muay Thai Koi, number 77, going up against number 22, Lotta Lovelace. And it's a power jam Munich.
Yeah, Lotta Lovelace off to the bench there. It looks like a clockwise block there, which unfortunately for Hamburg.
And Muay Thai Koi, we saw her doing some damage. Not the fastest skater, but deliberate and never say never.
Yeah, she is through and calls it with a Grand Slam 5-point pickup. Obviously, Munich now taking those points on board into double digits finally. 12 points on the board for Munich. Hamburg, 80. And 9 minutes and 30 seconds of gameplay left.
And Muay Thai Koi passing the baton to number 17. Number 17, Heda Bang. And they will start this jam in a power jam situation.
Here we go. Heda Bang comes up against a straight away stronger. Nice hip check there to the inside. Heda Bang just trying to get a splat Annie, and Heda Bang.
Nice.
No, track cut.
Yeah, that was close, but yeah, unfortunate.
9. Heda Bang on her way around the penalty box. Jammer swap out.
There's a little momentum shift there in Munich's favor there momentarily, and unfortunately, she was out of bounds. So.
And through for 5 points there. Lotta Lovelace taking Hamburg closer, 15 points off that 100 mark now. 85 on the board. Munich still 12 points with header bang momentarily still in the penalty box, and a call off by Hamburg, finishing that jam on 90, 10 points away from the 100.
So now, Harbor Girls, number 8, Alex Attack, will start this next jam with a power jam. Power jam for the Harbor Girls. A lot of the Harbor Girls fans are donned in St. Pauli jerseys. Nice side of town in Hamburg. If you're ever there, I can recommend a visit. St. Pauli.
Attack, meanwhile, on track, picking up that lead jammer for Hamburg. She is chased down by header bang, obviously having served that penalty time, but Alex Attack through with a call off. Four-point pick up there for Hamburg.
I was taught to share my sweets, so enjoy. Here he goes, the Harbor Man. The Harbor Man.
This isn't the same guy that fell over yesterday, is it?
I don't know. Here he goes. There he goes. Oh, a baseball slide finish. There we go. Revving the fans up. A little discussion there featuring, amongst others, Bad El Cat sporting that gladiator mask.
And Dolly Buster there, Stuttgart Valley Roller Girls doing the jam, timing, doing a best impression of stop in the name of love, hand outstretched to prevent that pack moving onwards.
She's like using one arm to signal that this is indeed an official timeout.
It's the Supremes, isn't it? Stop in the name of love.
Stop. Yeah, exactly. Stop in the name of love. Fräulein Zunda to do battle for the Munich Rolling Rebels. We got one in the box. Harbor Girls blocker soon to return. Oh, the Munich fans sporting a megaphone. Handy to have as an announcer, you know, when the power goes out.
Well, obviously, I don't need a megaphone as a classically trained actor. I've learned to project my voice.
Projection, yeah, that's everything. And it looks like we're going to be starting the next jam here. Is a power jam for Hamburg. And off to the races is Badass Me.
Now, Badass Me, who we haven't actually seen jamming too much prior to this, and now we are seeing, the last couple of times Badass Me is jammed, seeing some superb examples. Badass Me, a very strong runner on those skates, so really powering forward on that toe stop run. She tears through the pack once again for another 5-point pickup there. And again, slows up, hits the pack, toe stop, run, bang, 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 through.
Great stuff.
Yeah, like some sort of killer gazelle making her way through for an additional 5.
Like the start, stop, and just go. Avoiding hits and
calling the jam there, and with a 3-point pickup just at the last couple of blockers as well.
Jane Van Payne. Nice one. Once again, Jane Van Payne.
Can I get it out here?
Yeah, okay.
It's okay. 1, 2, 3.
Jane Van Payne.
This is our simulcast here with the in-house announcing as well as the stream announcing.
And for Munich, head bang. Head bang. Head bang.
Jane Van Payne, though, is lead jammer for Hamburg. Hamburg now with a 100-point lead over Munich. That's 1-1-2, 112 to the 12 points Munich have on the board.
You really know when to look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, well, I spoke too soon because now Hamburg with 1-1-6.
1-1-6. And it looks like there's more to come.
Again as well, getting through that Munich defense with relative ease at the moment as well. The wall, they had the numbers there, but the wall's not being closed quite as tightly as it could be. And when you have a powering through there, Jane Van Payne.
That's much better.
Yeah, but Jane Van Payne still basically forcing the entirety of that line of defense out to that 20-foot mark.
And picks up another 5. And Munich skaters on the parade, parading to the penalty box.
Yeah, just over 3.5 minutes left in this first half as well. And Hamburg now taking that score to 1-3-1 to Munich's 12. Another 5-point pickup there by Hamburg.
And head bang, jamming for Munich is standing up. She'll soon join the beginning of this next jam. All right. 1, 2, 3. Lotta Loveless. Yeah, you gotta have fun, right? Yeah. Viel Spaß.
Yeah, in-house commentary being provided by Krasser College here for...
Krasser College. Klasse College.
My pronunciation is not the best. I'm trying my best to learn these German.
There's plenty of time left. You're gonna get it.
Obviously, being traveling announcers we are lucky to benefit from getting to come out and call games at different parts of Europe as well. Lotta Loveless through for lead jammer there. Yeah, we find ourselves in Stuttgart, previously been in Berlin, different places in Germany, Amsterdam.
Head bang has to leave. She just got in there and just has to sit down immediately. Another power jam here. Lotta Loveless. Yeah, it is a privilege to be able to travel around and see other parts of the world, and sleeping over at people you've never met before, and being well taken care of. It's beautiful. Thank you.
Oh no, track cut being picked up there by Lola Lovelace.
Yeah, well, got carried away there.
Headbang will get out of the box, and a chance to try and get some more points hopefully on the book from Munich.
Well, there's a minute of time remaining in this jam, so potentially she could pick up some more points. And she can't call it off either, so she's going to have to power and fight her way. Do anything she can do.
Very careful then on that inside line that she didn't track cut, stumbling a little bit, but able to maintain that position.
And going to the inside there.
Once again being knocked down there as well, and then having to re-enter in that position of safety by the pack. Meanwhile, time served in the penalty box for Hamburg's Lola Lovelace, and a 4-point pickup on her way round as well. Munich's Jammer sliding out to the outside.
Nice hit there by a Harbor Girl skater, number 94, Splat Annie. There's a timeout. Conference.
So still in this official timeout at the moment. Now the referees, just in a final bit of discussion, moving away from the players there. Very vocal fans of Hamburg in the bleacher seats here. Of course, Hamburg have been doing them proud by managing to get a scoreline of 156-16 against Munich. That's a 146-point lead over the opposition with a minute of gameplay left in this concluding section of our first half. We are still in an official timeout at the moment as well, with referees in discussion in the center. Yeah, some pretty long discussion going on. I'll try and get some clarification on that now. So a little bit of discussion going on with referees there on a couple of calls, reviewing a cutting call and a penalty on the jammer, but sort of the calls do still stand. So we will be getting back into the concluding minute of this game momentarily. Just 60 seconds or so left on the clock for Munich to try and claw some of these extra points back. We're obviously for Hamburg to continue to increase on their lead. Alex Attack jamming for Hamburg and Fräulein Zunder for Munich. And it is Alex Attack that is lead jammer for Hamburg. Munich having got out of the pack as well. That initial pass complete, but of course Hamburg will hit that pack first. She does that stepping through the line. And Alex Attack calling the jam straight away. 0 points for Munich and a 4-point pickup for Hamburg. Solar Debbie up next, jamming for Munich. And Jane Van Payne is jamming for Harbor Girls. And Jane Van Payne stepping out there, jumping past the final line of opposition from Munich, making her way around the track now. Low, tucked in, skating stance as well. As she continues onwards. Being picked up there by Munich.
I'm back, your caterer.
So we are at the halftime mark now. We leave you with the score standing at Hamburg 164, Munich on just 17 points. We will be back in 15 minutes. No food for Roller Girls till they've won the game. You have another 30 minutes of gameplay left to go.
That's right.
Splat Annie there, desperate to get
Noisy
fed.
Legrand. Noisy, Trixie Aus.
We will be back in just under 15 minutes with the second half of this game. So back now for part 2 of this matchup. Munich versus Hamburg. When we left you, Munich on 17 points and had been stalled at that sort of point scoring position for quite a long time. Hamburg, meanwhile, streaking ahead with 164. Another 30 minutes, though, for Munich to now change up those tactics, strategy, and start to chip away at that scoreline that has been built up so far.
And who's the one to do? One of my personal favorites in the Munich teams, Annihilate, is taking her first Call of Duty as jammer for Munich, and she was a momentum changer in the last bout we saw her, and doing it all. Pivoting, blocking, hitting, jamming. Up against Lotta Lovelace. Lotta Lovelace up to a quick start. Annihilate, pushing and shoving her way towards the front. Outside Lotta Lovelace, neck in neck. Annihilate takes a spill, and Lotta Lovelace is your lead jammer for Hamburg Harbor Girls. Quick scoring pass there, hits it, quits it, 4 points for Hamburg. Number 36 for Munich, Fräulein Zunda. Badass Me for Hamburg.
Okay, Badass Me once again being relatively new, one of the newer jammers we've seen here, but sort of proving herself an asset already on track for Hamburg.
Yeah, with original Pirate out for this bout, she is certainly stepping up. And Munich jammer blocking from behind, I believe. Has to take a seat. Hamburg power jam.
So Harbor Girls enjoying this power jam now with Munich sat out in the penalty box. Some attempts there to knock the jammer out of bounds, but able to stay on her feet and continuing on through. Badass Me with an additional 5 being added into the scoreboard there for Hamburg's already expanded score of 178, place 17.
She's avoiding the attentions of identity crisis once again, staying on her skates and approaching the rear for another scoring pass. Identity crisis doing all she can. Badass Me falling and calling it off. Jane Van Payne now to do battle for Hamburg. Jane Van Payne. So let's see how quickly she can attempt to escape this wall of the Munich wall. Tiptoeing, tip-topping, takes a spill, has to get up, enters, let's see here. Yeah. She has to sit down. A multiplayer tumble. Jane Van Payne taking a hit there. Fräulein Zunder calls it off. So Annihilate having another go at it, up against sequiny panted Alex Attack. Brought to you by Hugo Boss, one of our proud sponsors of the German Roller Derby Championships. Alex Attack squeezing her way through the front in his lead jabber. Annihilate, meanwhile, is right at the back, moving to the front here, willing herself, and finally escapes the attentions of those Harbor girls. Munich trying to slow Alex Attack down, and she calls it off.
Call off there as well. So Hamburg now in broken that 200-point mark, 2:04 on the scoreboard for Hamburg. Munich still 17 points in the first 5-6 minutes of play. Over now in our second half.
Yeah, they're kind of stuck in a rut, and they got to get out of it. Sailor Debbie to match up against the Harbor Girls. Badass Me, a quick escape, and his lead jammer, but Sailor Debbie is definitely giving chase.
Yeah, Munich now close behind Badass Me. We'll see if Badass Me is forced to make a call now, and she does opt for that call as well, as Sailor Debbie coming on to a side-by-side position there.
Now we got Muay Thai Koi for Munich going up against Ostblocker, the Eastern Bloc, reminiscent of Eastern Germany, perhaps. A homage to that, Ostblocker. Ostblocker. Ostblocker.
Yeah, sweeping past the last line of opposition there, continuing on.
Escaping the attentions of Identity Crisis, but as so many times before, Muay Thai Koi giving chase. Yeah, and keeps going. Maybe she could pick up a... No, unfortunately not. But she kept on going till the final whistle was blown, the fourth whistle. Well done. Fräulein Zunder. Jane Van Payne for the Harbor Girls. Now there's an echo in here. Jane Van Payne. Oh, Annihilate just missed her. Yeah, 2:11 to 17. München. Identity Crisis now. Having a go. Look at this. Live in Stuttgart. We have the stream up all of a sudden. Thank you to the internet genialities of Rolls-Royce in the city of Mercedes and Porsche. Here. Well done, sir. You are a genius.
We now can see what you can see, which obviously at the moment is the back of Real AXT, who now conveniently moves out of the camera view for us.
The rear of, yeah.
Meanwhile, Identity Crisis making her way round as well.
Turn it off. It's like we're like in a different time zone. We're ahead of the game.
I think they couldn't live stream to us. But all of them just go on the net and just watch our own.
Jane Van Payne doing battle. Sailor Debbie's at the rear. And she has to start all over again, getting recycled there. Has to start from the bottom. The harbors of Hamburg, not hospitable to Sailor Debbie.
So Jane Van Payne continuing on there with another 5-point pickup.
Go, Debbie, go.
Scores currently standing 221 to Hamburg. Munich still on that 17-point mark.
I want them to increase that score. I want 17 is my favorite number, but I would prefer them to pick up a few more here, to be honest. Identity Crisis. Identity Crisis to the front. Oh, Identity Crisis. They got a power jam. Come on, Munich. Identity Crisis.
So Pack now in that almost stationary position as Identity Crisis is on the attack. But obviously, we have seen Hamburg are a tough team. They are not going to let her through easily. But she fights hard and makes her way through for 5 points.
The Munich bench are on their feet. And Harbor Girl blockers being sent to the blocks. And Munich electing to call it off to start the next jam with fresh legs. And who do you call? Annihilate.
Double high five there from the bench coach for Identity Crisis. Munich now 27 points. Hamburg 221 on the scoreboard.
Well done, Munich. And Annihilate will lead the charge in the next jam.
So as we can see now, sort of the next jammer up, Annihilate, is on the line for Munich. And obviously, she's still benefiting from a power jam at the moment with Hamburg's jammer still currently sat down in the block. Obviously, over 10 seconds left to serve before she will be allowed to be back onto track.
Whoa.
And breaking out another lead jammer for Munich now in the form of Annihilate. Annihilate, and we're going to fully capitalize on this. Obviously, Munich have a huge mountain to climb when it comes to the point differential between these two teams, but Annihilate is going to have a go at this.
Oh, excellent work. Nice assist there from her blockers, leading the charge for Munich. Annihilate. Coach telling her to go, keep going. They are on a winning streak right now. Munich picking up a bucket load of points. And she calls it off, Annihilate. Good stuff.
It's like just 2 extra points being handed in at the moment, which means, of course, Munich managing to take their score from the 17-point mark where they were stuck for a fair while.
Doubling it.
34 now, yeah.
Doubling it.
Hamburg still on 221 though, and we have just under 16 minutes of play left in this, our first half. Second half, sorry.
Yeah, and one of our favorite skaters on the Munich team, Fräulein Zunder. Oh,
Zunder rushing for then collision on track as well. Yep.
Things getting feisty out there, and Alex Attack is your lead jammer.
So Hamburg back in control, be it momentarily in this jam. And it looks like a power jam being picked up as well now. Fräulein Zunder on her way to the penalty box. Through for another 5 points there. Hamburg continuing on. Alex Attack once again on the pass and through for an additional 5. Hamburg drawing that scoreline out now to 241, plays Munich's 34.
Good work there by the Harbor Girl blockers here to spring Alex Attack. And she calls it off. The Munich jammer standing, Fräulein Zunder, and will be joining the play shortly. But Harbor Girls starting this next jam in the shape of Lotta Lovelace with a power jam. Pussy Riot annihilate the defense for Munich.
So yeah, both teams now with that drastically reduced defense of just 2 girls per team on track. Obviously, lead jammer has been picked up by Lotta Lovelace for Hamburg. Lotta weaving away through the pack, sprints forward and through.
Nice burst of speed there, Lotta Lovelace.
And a call off as well, just as Munich on the approach, 0 points there.
Identity crisis to jam again. She got her team back into it. A good power jam. And Harbor Girls have 2 skaters in the box. Munich 1.
So really forcing away forward there. Badass Me, content to manhandle or woman handle the opposition, pushing them. And
annihilate. Great hit. Great hit.
A backwards shoulder check there, flung back into the chest of Badass Me, and Badass Me taking a hit to the ground. And meanwhile, Identity Crisis on her way to the box as well, meaning the power jam now for Hamburg.
Annihilate's got her in her sights again.
Hit.
Annihilate.
Annihilate there as well. Delivers
and
a big hit.
And a third.
And pretty much an emotionless look on her face there. Just sort of doesn't even acknowledge the huge, huge hit she just performed.
She is in that that killing zone. Her 3 hits to the opposition jammer in the same lap. Another hit been dealt out there by Green Pepper.
Once again, and a call from the outside.
Annihilate.
But points have been picked up regardless.
Oh.
So Munich still currently on 34 points. Hamburg 259.
It's Jane Van Payne jamming for the Hamburg Harbor Girls.
Jane Van Payne on the power jam as well. Currently Munich's jammer in the penalty box. Jane Van Payne
walking to the front.
Yeah, but actually
knocking on that door.
Not an easy pass through, as we are seeing a nicely formed wall there, courtesy of Munich, but Jane Van Payne managing to push that out and through. And a big scattering of bodies on track there. Jane Van Payne able to stay on her feet, pushing on through an additional 5 points going up on the board for Hamburg. 2-6-4, Munich 34. That's a 230-point lead that Hamburg have racked up over the opposition. Crisis out of the box though, pushing against the final form of a single defense blocker, pushing her way through. Initial pass complete, but not going to get a chance at that scoring pass, as Jane Van Payne with the call up as well as picking up an additional 4 points on the board for Hamburg.
And Splat Annie for the Harbor Girls dealt out a pretty big hit there on Identity Crisis towards the end of that last jam. Good stuff. Oh, look at that.
Loveless finding a door open on the outside of that and sprinting forward up and through it. She is lead jammer for Hamburg as well, having broken the pack as well. Header bang on her way round, but a lot of Loveless, of course, will hit that pack first and into that scoring opportunity. Fighting hard, she gets out of the front as well. Header bang is at the rear of the pack. It's just going to be a moment to see whether or not she actually... And 1 point being picked up there by Header bang, just on the most rear blocker at the far end of that pack.
Scarolina taking a tumble there at the end after Harbor Girl blocker called it off.
Alex Attack on the jam line next for Hamburg. She is facing off against number 12 for Munich.
Sailor Debbie. Sailor Debbie.
Sailor Debbie looking for a way through on the inside there. Momentarily looked like she was going to get through, but then re-eclipsed by that defense of Hamburg. Lead jammer has been picked up by the strong skating stance of Alex Attack, making her way through. Debbie at the moment still caught up, but now with an assisted whip off the t-shirt of Annihilate, clearing the remainder of those blockers and out in front.
Well, the harbor town of Hamburg has not been very hospitable towards the Sailor Debbie, I must say. She has, you know, they've been woman handling her over and over again and not giving her the keys to the port. Okay, who's it going to be? It's going to be Jane Van Payne. Fräulein Zunder.
7.5 minutes left of game time on our clock. Hamburg 274, Munich 35.
Wow, Harbor Girl jammer out of bounds, getting pushed out there. But still manages to wheel her way to the front and is lead jammer, Jane Van Payne.
Fräulein Zunder, meanwhile, caught up at the rear of that pack as well. Blockers from the opposition as well as our own blockers down in front of her, having to still try to work past that rear wall. Meanwhile, Jane Van Payne with the slightly strung out front defensive line from Munich, able to take advantage of that and push on through for an additional 5 points up on the scoreboard.
Yeah, Annihilate had her in her sights but had to let her go. 5 points, Hamburg. Annihilate, after doing some doing her grunt and dirty work, has to sit down, unfortunately.
So header bang and Alex attack. Lead jammer, Alex attack for Hamburg.
Sporting those Hugo Boss sequin pants.
And forcing a way through there, but no, picking up a forearm penalty there.
So
Alex attack into the penalty box.
She had a momentary power jam, but now Munich will enjoy.
And unfortunately, it looks like she must have overshot the line there on the penalty box as well, and having to go all the way around again.
Yeah,
so
the point
some
of
extra seconds.
The point of no return. Whoa! Head a bang.
So eager to get out of the box there, momentarily losing
Head a
her
bang.
footing.
Head a bang. Off with a bang. Oh, look at that. Some space provided there. Oh, yes. She claws her way through. Come on, Hedda.
Now, we are seeing some garbage bags being taped to the windows in the arena. Now, is this a combative method to prevent those people getting a free view of the roller derby?
Well, I mean, you know, you gotta sell tickets.
Well, but then they could go home and watch online for nothing.
Well, if they get a quick glimpse, you know, you can have people out there selling tickets and, you know, throwing them in bouncers. Come on. Come and see it. Looks like Munich bench Johan Solo is preparing to call a timeout. And indeed, there will be a timeout call by the Munich team. Just breaking the triple century mark. 306 points for Hamburg, 39 for Munich.
Yeah, certainly a very high-scoring game for Hamburg.
Official review coming up. Coach is not liking something. So who was that for? This is a happy birthday song, but there's more people that we know whose birthday is today. D.I. died. Is she in the house? Yes. Was that for her? Yes. Okay. Congratulations, D.I. died. Let's go, Rebels, let's go, is a chant from the Munich fans. München.
So yeah, some debate regarding an illegal re-entry call on Munich's blue 1-1. That is annihilate. The call still stands.
All of a sudden, there's only 4 minutes remaining. 3:06 to 39 in favor of the Harbor Girls. Well, it doesn't. Well, actually, they taped over one of the windows with garbage bags, but we still have 2, which means we can't really provide you with our fantastic weather forecast the way we'd like. But you know, we still have 2 windows we can, you know, to get our bearings. Speaking of which, how about the Bearing Manager online shop for skate and fun sport ball bearings?
Seamlessly moving into that as well. Yes, of course, and as well, make sure you check out suckerpunch.com. They are a skate shop that can deal with all of your needs, from skate equipment, pads, helmets, protective equipment of any kind, as well as skate apparel. Check them out. And wickedskatewear.com as well, another awesome skate shop to check out online for some sort of a selection of skate-related equipment and merchandise as well. And as I said, my team at home, we make full use of the Wicked Skatewear track in a sack that you can buy. To save having to lay a track down every time, you just throw it down and you get to skate it. Much, much better than those antiquated cones that we all used to use back in 2006.
A sack of skates or skate?
Sack of track.
A sack of track, that's great. It's like, it's going to be, yeah, great Christmas present. Meanwhile, Badass Me is your lead jammer here for the Harbor Girls with Identity Crisis sitting in the box. Power Jam. Sailor Debbie and Pussy Riot doing some good work at the front and called off Badass Me. Scary Mata Hari, number 13, to block here for Munich with Hooligan and Pussy Riot. Pussy Riot, of course, who did quite a bit of jamming as well yesterday.
So it looks as if Hamburg hadn't fielded a jammer at that point there. So and
well, they have a gladiator.
The captain taking a penalty there.
The captain for the jammer. That's kind of pretty good trade-off, though, wouldn't you think? Identity Crisis back in play.
But Lee Jana has been picked up by Jane Van Payne on her way around. Initial pass complete into that scoring position now. Once again, a momentarily distracted Pack there allows her an easy ride through, hitching a little free ride as well on the hips of one of her members of her own team, and then a call off of the jam, preventing Munich from getting any points on that jam. Timeout now being called by the Hamburg bench.
Number 101 for Munich, making her a jamming debut.
A chest bump followed by a hug there for Green Pepper, number 22, and her teammate on track, number 69, Bloodfest at Tiffany's from Munich Rolling Rebels.
And Katjes Catapult, number 101, is making her jamming debut in this bout. Up against sequin clad Alex Attack.
Alex Attack pushing through those first couple of blockers with ease and then scattering the final two, making her way through an easy lead jammer being picked up there. This is realistically probably the last jam of this game, and Alex Attack drawing through the first 5 points there as well, and tends to make everything out of it.
Katjes Catapult being urged on and supported by her teammates on the bench.
And a whistle there with the cut-off as well. Just going to see if there is another jam squeezed in.
Oh yeah, let's squeeze it. Let's squeeze another jam in.
Obviously, I say we obviously run by the official clock in the center. Sometimes the scoreboard clock needs momentarily updating. That will be the call of the referee in discussion with the period timer. Yes, it looks like we are getting an additional jam, so Hamburg 325, Munich 39.
Identity crisis! Identity crisis! Lead jammer for Munich. Go, go, go! Identity crisis! Her teammates on their feet. Identity crisis. Whoa.
Identity crisis slipping by on the inside, just
Looping
not
away,
to be in field, and with a call off. And
2 points.
A couple of additional points being picked up there at the very closing stages of that game for Identity crisis.
Yeah, well done, well done, well done, Munich there. Getting the last points in this bout. Good for team morale. Well done. And obviously well played Hamburg. Quite the dominating
So, obviously you are seeing the unofficial final on the scoreboard currently. Munich 42, Hamburg 325. Jam referees are confirming that the scores are correct. And it looks like they have done just that. So taking the win here in this game of Munich Rolling Rebels meets Hamburg Harbor Girls. Hamburg with an impressive display and